Bienvenidos and welcome. They say the truth will set you free, so here's my truth.
What's up, everyone? You already know this is Alan David Ruelas motherfucking Aguilar. We are in the Homies and Besties podcast, the Besties and Homies Podcast. Do whatever you want with it because we're here for a good time, not a long time. And of course, we have a very special guest by the name of
Leonardo Umaña. Well, everyone, my full government name is at least Leonardo Umaña, but everyone calls me by Leo or knows me as that one librarian who works at the library 24/7.
Well, the thing about Leo is that we're obviously gonna gas him up, but something about him is that he has good energy. He's a dude that I fuck with, and I kid you not, 10 out of 10, brother. All right,
Thank you.
Let's cheers to a nice little Arizona. I put this on the.
Oh, that's how you know it's gonna be good with that crispy crack.
Bro, I put it on the refrigerator, so I mean the first sip to good vibes.
Good vibes, good vibes.
I grew up with Arizona, so I don't know how you grew up. Well, let's start there. Let's start there. Leo, where did you grow up, dude?
So I grew up in LA, so Los Angeles area, Crenshaw specifically. But yeah, I lived there for, since I was born, ever since middle school, pretty much. I finished middle school and some of high school. I grew up in the Crenshaw, Jefferson region. So if you know where that is, that's literally like right next to downtown, next to the beach. And a lot of people, when they tell me, oh, I want to move to LA and stuff like that, I'm always confused. I'm like, okay, why do you want to live in the traffic? Oh, they were like, oh, but I want to live close to the beach. Mm. I understand that. You know what? Living there for, I think, around 15, 16 years, went to the beach twice. Twice, dude.
You're gonna laugh at me, but I'm those people. I think you would call me a transplant, come from the Inland Empire.
Okay.
But I go to the beach every other week. And I love the traffic. And something about Los Angeles, even though, I don't live there, eventually I want to move to Hollywood. But I know that a lot of people that are locals, they do say that. They have a similar sentiment. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? They're out here, they want the traffic, they want this, they want that. I think, to what you're saying, it is romanticized.
Yeah. No, 100%. LA does have those spots, don't get me wrong. Like, if you want good food, good entertainment, a lot of things is in LA. LA has everything that you want, 100%. But if you're really trying to work out here, balance life and everything like that, just because of how expensive everything is, it can be really, really, really hard. But just because you have access to those things, the first thing you want to do is, I can do that tomorrow, or I can do that the next week, and it goes on, snowballs effect after that and after that.
I think the best thing about LA for me is los callejones, the food, and then honestly, I don't know about you, but I grew up on this, and I hope you know, because if you don't, we're gonna cut the episode. We're just gonna finish. Rob and Big.
Dude, I don't know. You're gonna have to cut the episode.
Oh, let's take a commercial break. Okay. Leo, how do you not know that?
I don't know. Robin Big? What's Robin Big? Put me on, bro.
Just pretend we're in a commercial break and we're like, are you okay?
Dude, this is an LA native. Never.
Well, the thing about Rob and Big is that it's from 2006, he used to be a skateboarder. Okay, you might know him though.
Okay.
Ridiculousness?
Oh, that dude.
Yeah,
oh.
So he had, okay, I'm fangirling. Rob, if you're watching this, I grew, he was my childhood. I never talked, this is so crazy. This is the first time I'm talking about this. He literally was everything for, emotions. It was everything for me because he kind of besides the show, it's let me tell you about my best friend. It showed me what a friendship was, but also it was that it doesn't matter who you are type of personality, Rob and then Big.
Yeah.
He passed away, may he rest in peace. Shout out to his family. That guy did it for me.
Mm-hmm.
But also the show Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory. Have you heard of that one? Have you heard of that one?
Yeah, I heard of that one.
Okay, I was about to say, Leo, get out. I was right now. I was how dare you? And you skate.
See, okay, I never heard of Rob and Big. I heard of Rob Derek. Rob Derek, I've heard. I think that's who you were referring to because the person from Ridiculousness is Rob Derek. Is that who you're referring to?
Dude. The intro to the song, Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory. Okay.
I was like, Rob Big.
Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, so I gotta bring him back, Leo. I love the guy so much.
Yeah.
So I grew up on him, like, so heavily influenced by him. There was like a show, I think it was literally, I literally grew up on this dude, like, I just can't. Give me a second, yeah.
we might have to take another commercial break.
Dude, I'm like literally getting so many emotions in my head right now. It's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like the amount of like inspiration that he brought to me was like beyond. Context maybe maybe this helps everyone too. Everyone needs context, you know.
Dude, no, we need some context right now. I'm still a little lost. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still stuck on that Rob Derrick section.
Okay. Oh shit. Woo, yeah, this is good, Leo.
See,
you got some wise words, brother.
No, this
is what I mean about Leo being a great time, y'all. Like, he's just like super, super cool. So cheers to you being super duper cool, dude.
Dude, I've been name bombing, been face bombing this Arizona. Hopefully this product placement will get us something. You know, Arizona, hit us up. I'm not speaking for Alon, of course, but I'm speaking for me. I would love a lifetime supply of Arizona. Mucho mango, please, and they.
Oh, yeah, no, we would love it. I've been asking for a sponsorship for the past 4 episodes.
There, boom, right here.
No, and yeah, this is like the best part. This is like what I can afford, so we'll keep it at that.
Keep it at a butt. Keep it at a butt.
Yeah. Yes, Leo. So, back to what I was telling you. So, yes, growing up, I never really identified with a lot of role models. So it was just like, yes, you have Britney Spears. Yes, you have like all these amazing people.
Yeah.
But for me, it was like, damn, Rob Dyrdek, he skates.
Mm-hmm.
He's really cool. He's not like really like judgy. He's more of like, he's focused on his bag. So like he had his Fantasy Factory right next to LA. He had his show. He had entrepreneurship. And I think the thing that put it like the cherry on top was ridiculousness. I don't know about you, but like when I was like home alone or back when I was in high school or whatever the case may be, I would love those like little skits where it was like just to laugh.
Yeah.
You know, it was like you had Chanel West Coast, and then I would just enjoy all his initiatives to make work and make his bag, and I was just like, dude, like eventually I wanted to meet him. All I know was that after 2014, 2015 was when I started like transitioning, and I like reality TV show more, like reality housewives and stuff like that. So like rest in peace, like the idea of like that type of show. But no, I really fucked up that good show, like 3 of them too. It was 3 back-to-backs, dude. I grew up on him.
You know what? It's actually kind of crazy though.
Yeah.
Because, you know, with me, how I know Rob Dyrdek is from skateboarding, from the skateboarding community. Because I've been skateboarding for now, it's been 9 years now skateboarding. I grew up with Rob Dyrdek when he was actually a kid still. He was a kid, 12-year-old, kick flipping 12-foot drops, you know? You've never seen that before. But with Rob Dyrdek, it was actually interesting on how you were talking about him. Because in the skateboarding community, he's actually not as praised as you would like think he would be.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people...
Skating culture is very different.
Oh, immensely different. I think skating culture can be really, really, really negative. It's even though the whole point of skateboarding is to really express yourself, be a part of a community that's supposedly open. I feel like even though skateboarding has that image, it could be pretty negative because it's really conservative in the fact that, oh, skateboarding has to be this thing. Skateboarding has to be this thing that you express your creativity a specific way. And 100% it shouldn't be like that. And that's why I never really understood the controversy with Rob Dyrdek, because with him, it was more of a, oh, they don't like Rob Dyrdek just because he went that route of, oh, I'm going to be this huge, like a celebrity kind of, this huge figure with ridiculousness and everything like that. They kind of thought he was like a sellout, which I never understood because, like you were saying, I'm like, shit. I mean, man, get your bag, because
he got a bag and he got a wife too.
He got a wife.
I don't know what the current status is. I will put that out there. But when I jumped into the trend of following, like, because again, when you become a personality, it's very different. Yeah. And what you're talking about has nuances. We'll jump right into it. But I think that, I just found it to be like he got married.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this man is like, he's like you know, like when you're 18 and then you're like all the way to 25 and then 25 to 30 and 30 to 40, you know, like there's stages of life. And I think you just have to like give people space and respect that, because maybe he was looking for something more like serious.
100%.
So I was just like, dude, like, and then what you're talking about too. Fun fact, everyone, I used to skate growing up. My homegirl Veronica, her brother Daniel.
Shout out Veronica.
Yeah, pero un beso, hermana. She put me on skating, but her brother was a big skater. Like, I'm talking about like the DC shoes.
Yeah.
The ones that look like tortas, dude.
The huge. I know what you're talking about.
And I don't know what they're called, but like the shorts that are like all the way to the
like Jinko shorts.
Yeah. No, so it would go hard, but like that was his aesthetic, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, do what you gotta do, you know. Like he still got girls and everything, like whatever. I don't care. They put me on skating, and I used to skate all the time. I didn't know it was a passion, mind you. I didn't know skating was a sport.
Yeah.
Let's start there. But they taught me a lot of like skater culture, and I didn't know it. Yeah. But because I grew up on soccer, I grew up on all these things, so it was like a whole different lifestyle, going from my babysitter all the way over to my homegirl. Like I grew up with her, and she was a skater too, and she was tougher than me. I was like, I never had I never had that in the back of my head. That's why whenever I see girls, I'm like, damn, they could do better than that guy. And also, like, I remember her, like, we were skating one time, dude, like, she would fall, and I would fall. That shit hurt me. But for her, she would laugh. I'm like, you laughing with the pain, sister? That's tough. That's tough. That's called coping skills.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. And she eventually stopped skating, but skating has been always in my system. I just never really did it. When I was growing up in high school, people were, like, skating, and it was more like a trend. Not me talking shit, but just being honest.
That's facts.
And some of them were cool. The whole skate scene, I really enjoyed the girl skate scene, if that makes sense. Like, I was like, I like the girlies. The girlies would do it best, in my opinion, because the guys were just kind of like, you know, I wouldn't really connect. That's just me. That's just me. I would really enjoy the community with the girls. Avril Lavigne, you know what I mean? That type of vibe, all that good stuff. And they're just like so hardcore, dude, like the girls in the community. But nonetheless, I digress. The idea is that, yes, you know, if you're gonna go and be someone like Rob Dyrdek, I personally haven't tapped into that world, so I don't know why he's canceled. Sounds like a lot of hating to me, in my opinion. But at the end of it, everyone carries their own baggage, unfortunately. And I think that I look up to him. I've always wanted to meet him. Never had the opportunity. But, I mean, you said you started skating 8 years ago?
Yeah.
I started skating when I was, 6.
I mean, if you want to put it like that, I can say that I started skating when I first touched the board. Maybe when I was... Okay, I guess you beat me there. I think I first touched the board at 8. But after that, I quit because I remember it was a longboard, so it was like this cheap longboard. It was a longboard from Walmart.
No, I started with the ripstick.
Okay, so that's even harder because I can't ride a wrist.
Really? Yeah. I felt like Shakira every time I would do it. It's like Lelo, Lelo. You're like,
that's what I'm saying. Shakira.
Yeah, no, they gave me a nickname growing up too. Shakiro. Yeah.
That's badass though.
Yeah. I didn't know if it was a compliment or a diss. I was like, at the end of it, these hips don't lie.
Hey, they don't. And it's however you take it.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing.
And that's the thing about the skate community too. I noticed that too. At least with Rob.
Yeah.
Sorry, my context. I would be in the skate community, and yes, like it did teach me like a lot of like, some of them were mean.
Yeah.
But some of them, like, if they fuck with you, they didn't care who you were.
Oh yeah.
And they were just like, all right. So the lights went out, y'all, but it's all good. The idea here is like, let's bring it back to you, Leo, because I feel like we talked enough about Rob Dyrdek. Skating. You said you started. The idea is that, I wanted to take the time to, first of all, gas you up, right? The idea is that not only do I want to talk about you, but I also want to be, I'm like getting all these memes in my head right now. Hold on. I also want to take the time to show folks the amount of incredible work that you do, but also the type of person that you are. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Bakersfield? Question mark. I'm like, you come from, you're out there right now, and then you come up here.
Yeah. So with Bakersfield, we moved in, I believe, a semester after I started high school here in LA. So with Bakersfield, a lot of people might not even know where Bakersfield is. It's in the Central Valley. It's about 2.5 hours from Fullerton if you go to Cal State Fullerton. So it's 2.5 hours away from here. But most of the time it's just a big farm town. That's the biggest thing that I tell people. So
I think when I think of Bakersfield, I think of McFarland.
McFarland, the movie, McFarland is super well known. Like maybe 15 minutes up from Bakersfield.
Okay, so I'm not off. I'm not generalizing folks on Bakersfield. Okay, I got you.
I'm just surprised that you know McFarland over Bakersfield.
Well, I believe it or not, I've been to Bakersfield because we have some negocios out there, but also my tío does field work in Coachella. So then he goes out to Bakersfield, he goes up to like NorCal. So I'm familiar with some of the areas. What's something that we don't know about Bakersfield? At least something that you like. Like, is the food good out there?
The food? I mean, other than my mom's cooking, I wouldn't say, but I don't think she does.
That was a good answer, Leo. That was a good answer.
I don't think she does cooking for everyone. But about Bakersfield, I mean, for me, I started off in Bakersfield. I actually was able to figure out a lot about my personality, about myself actually in Bakersfield, which is funny because I feel like in LA, I didn't have the chance to really express myself and really get a chance to really understand who I am and the type of person I am. And thankfully, moving out helped me change and helped bring enough change into my life that I was able to figure out what I wanted to become, what I kind of wanted to do in my life. Because I'm not sure if you know, but middle school, completely bombed. Like, I didn't pass any of my classes in middle school. And 7th grade, I had, because I went to a charter school, 7th grade I had 4 MPs, so non-passing grades, and out of the 6 classes that I was taking. So when I went to 8th grade...
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. And the whole time in middle school, I was like, I'm not going to go to college. I don't see myself doing anything like that. And it actually took a lot for me to really get over that feeling, just because in my own family, no one in my family has made it this far, even made it to high school. So it was like a big change for us. But the biggest thing that set me apart or that really pushed me forward was actually the reaction I saw my mom have. So I remember one time I got my report card and it sent to the mail, and I tried to hide it so fast because I knew that if she saw that report card, everything that I wanted to do is going to get taken away. And but she got to it first, and she saw it, and she wasn't mad. What she usually is, she's usually so mad, get the chocolate out and everything already, like in the back pocket. But no, she wasn't mad. She didn't talk to me. She actually, for the first time, I actually saw her cry. And never have I ever seen that before, especially with my mom. And seeing such a strong figure for me, like express that much emotion, really was like a big wake-up call for me. And it showed me like, hey, I gotta poner las pilas right now, because if not, I'm gonna get left behind, and no one's gonna wait for you in this life. No one's gonna look behind in the rearview mirror and try to pick you up. And that's what I learned. Learned both the easy and the hard way, you know? But I'm thankful for that experience. I'm thankful for what I saw, because I mean, you know me of who I am, and I'm 3 years into my civil environmental engineering degree, so hopefully about to be done. So it did take a lot, and it started off slowly but surely. You know, I feel like in society, a lot of people already have the feeling of, I'm from 0, I gotta start off at 10. But for me, I started off at 0, not passing any of my classes, to slowly but surely like picking it up. High school, I didn't fail any of my classes. I got C's, and then sophomore year in high school, I got B's. Like, it started getting better and better. I started taking honor classes, started taking AP classes, dual enrollment. And then I figured out, like, hey, I'm not bad with math. I'm not bad with all of these numbers. So, and what do you do when you figure out you're not bad at something? You gotta milk it out to get as much money as possible. And so that's why we're here getting this degree, hopefully. But going back to skateboarding, and
bring the dancers. Woo!
I know, we need some. But,
I was like, woo! Bring them out.
If Alon had a secret and they started coming out, it would have been a blessing.
No, yeah, the day I get some, money in my bag, I'm be like, bring them out.
Bring it to me.
Yes, no, but sincerely, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
That's actually one of the reasons, like, one, you're here, obviously. chill. But also, like, the other thing is, I think that's the type of narrative, not only for yourself, because you are creating your own journey, not to get too deep with it, right? But I think that when people are out there listening to these stories, men of color, but also like the idea of like the stories that are, unfortunately, like in my opinion, sometimes they just like, it's to show.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, how about you see it in 4K? You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of hard work. You have to go back home. You have to deal with a whole lot of in-betweens. You know, it's the hustle of like the unspoken truth, if you will. And what I'm trying to say, it's a saying that I say all the time, talking the talk compared to walking the walk.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I see all the hard work. Not that I think, I know you do all the hard work. I know that you have your own like life and the things that you're like pursuing. And I see that ambition, that hunger, not only to finish, but also to do something for what you are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that I've learned, not only, you know, going to higher education, but also like you have to uplift those that are up and coming.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a beautiful thing, because if I'm not mistaken, you are 21.
Yeah,
And
especially 21.
yes. And I say that with a lot of pride, because I'm like, sometimes when I think of like what that looks like, you need folks to support you. You need people to believe in you. You need people to basically fuck with you, right? But also to know that you're human, that you have a heart, that you have struggles, and of course, your time is up and coming. And I love it so much, because I feel like if I want anything and everything to be spoken about, it's stories like yours, where it's like you're making a difference, not only for yourself, but also to help out your family.
100%. Oh, all of this, you know, all comes full circle to my family first immigrating here. So it's actually pretty interesting with my family and everything, because they first immigrated here in 1995, and it was actually pretty funny because and I would love to share it, my parents' love story. So it's actually pretty funny because with my parents, El Salvador is relatively small. I think it takes roughly 4 hours to get from the beginning of the country to the end of the country, so super small. But my parents came from two different territories, and never knew each other growing up, right? But their parents actually knew each other. So from my mom's side, her dad actually owned a tire shop, and from my dad's side, he always used to work in construction, so he'll always go to that tire shop if he needed some work done or anything like that. But fast forward, I believe 15 years, and a whole civil war in El Salvador, if you don't know about that. Fast forward to that, my parents actually live right next to each other, like literally apartments. So one apartment, right next to each other, and for 12 years. And they actually meet right there, and they actually met from their parents just talking, you know, just from regular. And no, I always like laugh about it, because it really does show like how faith and how like literally how timing works and everything like that. Even though you're in the moment of it, it could feel terrible. You know, there's times where you're studying finals week 100%, everyone feels it. You just feel terrible. You're thinking to yourself, you know, hey, I can't do this. Like I'm feeling tired. Right now I'm feeling sick. I'm feeling stressed. You could be feeling so many different things, but just giving it a little bit more time, or just putting a little bit more effort into it, can give you such a big payoff. Because my parents, they never knew about it. They never knew about each other. But just out of pure, I wouldn't even say luck, I'd just say faith. Because really, what are the possibilities? Like, I'm an engineering major. If you want the possibility, I can give you that number. But it's such a low amount that at this point it's just faith. And I believe in just really believing yourself, it will just pay off.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing. And that's what a lot of people, I feel like, also have issues with and have a lot of shortcomings in, just because they don't give themselves enough credit. A lot of people don't give themselves enough credit, and a lot of people are their biggest self-critics, and trust me, I'm the exact same way. But I believe once you like really internalize, like, hey, I'm doing this for my reasons, I'm doing this for my goal, you can accomplish so many different things. You could really do whatever you want, just as long as you put enough trust in yourself. And I feel like that's a lot of things a lot of people struggle with.
Do you have siblings?
I do. I actually do.
How many?
Just one more. I have a younger sister.
Younger sister.
12 years old, turning 13. So pretty young still, but
What's the age difference?
oh, so I'm 21, so 9 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. Me and my brother were 8 years apart. And how is that for you?
It's honestly pretty crazy because I remember I came back to Bakersfield last weekend. I went back and my younger sister actually told me, she's like, Leo, I want to be an aeronautical engineer. And I was like, damn, okay, Gabby, okay, that's what I like to hear. But I was like, in my head, I was like, holy shit, like, this is like really the first time I'm really seeing an impact of what I'm doing, and just seeing and hearing that was like such a big motivational booster. I'm like, okay, if I keep doing this, other people will see. Other people will be like, hey, if he's doing it, I can do it. And I really hope a lot of people say that and people are able to do it, because I really don't talk about like a bunch of my issues or anything like that, but I feel like I grew up in a time where I had a lot of issues, and overcoming it, I believe a lot of people could overcome their own issues, Just because of the amount of problems I faced growing up, I didn't let that stop me at all. And I understand people's situations are different 100%, but I feel like if you just gotta really, really have a lot of interest and have a lot of dedication to what you want to do to really push forward. And going back to skateboarding too, full circle. I feel like skateboarding really teaches you that. It really teaches you to enjoy the shit of it, to enjoy the work towards it, to enjoy it all, the drive, everything. Because with skateboarding, I had tons of injuries, tons of injuries. If a lot of people don't know, I actually shattered some of my teeth. So a lot of people don't know, like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, like you just really gotta enjoy the sport that you're doing and everything like that. And if you don't let these injuries let you down or hold you back, you can accomplish so many things. You can accomplish the trick that you want to do, and the feeling of accomplishing what you want to do after so much hardship is just such a different feeling. It's a better feeling than drinking this a fucking Arizona mucho mango drink. Shout out Arizona. But it's just such a great feeling,
Dude, that's crazy. And I feel compelled to say it's a fucking good story, I can't wait to hear more of it when you are ready to share. I think that takes time for layers. I think at least I was reflecting on my relationship to what I'm doing, it's very much like, yes, it takes time.
Yeah.
And then yes, you have to like acknowledge the things that you've been through. And then I think at the end of it too, it's like, damn, we start talking about family, and then it becomes like this deep, like layered conversation. Like if I were to kid you now, like every single day that I have the opportunity to overthink about how to better prepare for a better life, not only for me, but for my family, we could sit here all day.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, it's great, but it's like, it's only reflective of not only, this is what I mean about being naive to the idea of like not addressing the obvious here. This is what, I'm not even gonna go into the whole layers here. We ain't got generational wealth. We ain't got none of that, you know what I mean? What we gotta deal with is all these lists, and then you add the layer of stereotypes, what is that one called? Racialization. You add them all. But the idea is resilience. And I think that that's basically what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling. And also, I think other people could really also share that. I'm pretty sure when you walk into a room, I know some of the people that I know, they're like, Leo!
Yeah.
Whenever I see him walking around across campus, I do not shy away from shouting his name.
Oh no, and I love it. I will always say what's up to you guys, and no matter what, I always say what's up to Alon every time. Even on my lunch breaks, I always love going to visit.
Honestly,
Alon.
I was gonna tell you, this is Leo has literally. I look forward to seeing him during lunch because it's like another different level of like, yeah, you can see him on the street, yeah, you can see him with friends, yeah, but like once you take a lunch break with someone. When you take a lunch break with someone, it just hits different.
Yeah.
Like, I need to go visit you now, but my thing is like, I was processing it today. I didn't know how to like think. I was like, lunch, Leo. I was like, dude, this is so cool. But like at the end of it, it's like, dude, get yourself a lunch buddy. A lunch buddy goes
100%. No. We had we had so many conversations. Like just today, we were talking about reality TV and basically what I thought of it and what he thought of it. Basically, we always share stories on our lunch break. We always talk about some of the randomest stuff. And like for example, at the MSI space, there's a poster, and if you guys have watched The Office, literally says it's your birthday. Like, why do you have that in there? But it's in there, and honestly, I love it. It sets the vibe, sets the tone of the room.
Yeah.
Because you have it's your birthday, and then someone who's completely different than what the sign would show Alon, because Alon, he would not do that. If it was like his chance to actually celebrate someone's birthday, you know damn well he wouldn't put it's your birthday. He'll customize it. He'll put his damn heart into it.
I'll put some flowers in it for sure. Then for sure, for some hearts. I don't know about you, but I think something that I've been preparing for. Leo, when's your birthday?
May 29th.
May 29th, okay. Yeah. But for next year. You already turned 21, but I'm like doing big things now for celebratory purposes. But for graduation, you're invited. It's going to be hopefully in June during Pride Month 2025. And then also for my birthday, I am trying to figure out, and for New Year's too. See what I mean? I already have it like listed. But I don't know what you're gonna be doing for New Year's. I'm definitely trying to make an effort to go to Las Vegas. They're gonna have a EDM. Forgot what it was called, but they're gonna have that. You know that big globe?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're gonna do that, and I want to go out there. And I'm already thinking about that, and I'm also thinking about my birthday. But I just don't know what. I've already been to West Hollywood. I've already went to another club in LA. I don't know. I want to do something where it's like affordable and fun. But at the end of it, for graduation, I think I'm going to bring it back home to Fontana.
Okay.
Keep it affordable. But the theme is going to be like a norteño.
Okay.
So like boots. Probably bringing a fucking horse. You know,
big belt.
Yeah, put it on the side right there. And then I want some beans, some rice, just potatoes, affordable food. Fuck it, even maruchanes too. I don't care. I'm like, you're here for me, not for the food. If you're here for the food, go to Jack in the Box.
Get your own munchie.
Yeah, get your own. Like, I don't give a fuck. But no, yeah, I think I'm ready for that, and I'm just ready to graduate. When do you graduate?
Hopefully 2025. I mean, yeah, this is 24. So yeah, one more year. This is my last year.
Oh, we're gonna finish together.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
dude, that's crazy. Wait, are you having a graduation party too?
Honestly, I haven't even thought about it.
Well, you can come to mine if you want to.
I would love to.
Yes. I was like, if you do one, let me know. But I think I'm ready for all those moments. I'm just like, yeah, I'm like kind of like trying to simmer it out because there's a lot of work, there's a lot of career stuff, and it's just like, the one thing I did learn from it is like, you gotta focus your energy on the good stuff.
Oh, 100%.
1,000%. We're definitely gonna have some celebrations.
I'm down. Yeah. I'll bring the horses. I'll bring everything.
I feel like taking you on a road trip.
Dude, you know what's funny? I was actually gonna say that you should come have it in Bakersfield. That way we can have it on the ranch. Have all the vacas right there. You can be in the real setting, dude. You can be in the real setting, bro.
That actually sounds dope. I was like literally thinking about it because I think if you want to have a birthday party, you have to keep it original. And I already know that. I want my name. I want the whole theme and everything, and I'm already developing the list of names to people to bring in.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can put your name on the vodka, but I mean,
that's tough. Take a picture with it, like
exactly.
Hey, wait, Leo. The one that we posted on our Instagram, were you wearing a suit of a cow?
Yeah, I was.
He could bring you.
Dude, I'm saying, dude.
Hey, I'm just being. It's right there. Y'all check on the Instagram.
Haters, bro. See, we were just talking about Hayden, and look at this. Okay, going back to it, I wasn't sure if I was gonna say,
talk to me about that picture.
Now you want to change it, huh?
No, wait. Talk about the picture, dude. So
the picture, I mean,
what were you doing, Leo? Was it Halloween?
It was Halloween.
Okay, good.
But that picture, I wanted to, the whole thought process, if you guys haven't seen the picture, it's the picture that we have as hopefully either the thumbnail or we have it as the flyer that we have too. Yeah. But it has me in a cow suit, money spreading on people. But basically that it just started off as me working as a dairy hand for a couple of years, and I was like, you know what? Let's go back to my roots and let's act like a cow. So I'm dressing up as a cow. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I was a dairy hand at a few different places. I worked in Bakersfield as well as in Texas.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of my pictures and stuff like that were from Texas because I would work there for a little longer than in Bakersfield. Yeah.
I didn't know.
The more you know, you see?
Hey, personally, I love milk. That's how I gotta say it. That's why I was like, I like that picture. It's a cow. Gas. But I think outside of that, for Halloween, I think that's a great outfit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I love it.
You never seen a cow money spread on you.
No, you know what I was thinking about? Like, sometimes I feel like doing the most ridiculous thing. I was telling Leo about this. Anytime you have like someone that doesn't like you, they just talk about anything. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just give people something to talk about. You know what I mean? And I don't care because I'm like, one of these days I'm just gonna show up to class in a cow outfit and just walk up in there and just be like, all right, bring 2 gallons of milk. ¿Quién quiere? Who wants milk? I gotcha.
Hey, I got you in a costume. It's Unifit.
Is it like for 6'2" skinny motherfuckers?
Hey, bro, if you looked at the full picture, you'll see the rest of the costume hanging down. You'll see the rest of the costume all bagged up because I hate to admit it, but I'm not the tallest being in the world, but for sure it's a Unifit. I think you can pull it off. I think we should do this.
I don't know if I want to be a cow. Someone called me a giraffe the other day, and I'm like, you know what? I want to be a giraffe.
I wish I was known as a giraffe sometimes. Always standing above someone's shadow and everything.
I think it's...
Or like if I'm talking to a lawn, I really have to go up and like...
Oh my god. People always tell me that, Leo. Like, I remember growing up, like, I was never taught until I had my growth spurt, I don't know what it's called. Until probably like junior year.
Yeah.
And then when I had it, this motherfucker's tall. And then I was like, yeah, and what? And I'm like, bro, I'm still skinny. I'm like, what the hell? So, and I literally go at Mano, but a lot of the girls would be like, oh, like, I like tall guys. And I'm like, but mind you, this is the context that people I grew up being like at the same height. Mind you, I'm not that tall compared to like basketball players or like someone that's like really tall. Like my cousins, some of them are like 6'4".
Holy moly.
Yeah, and that's why I'm kind of like, I'm just average, dude. And I'm like walking around, I'm like, there's nothing to it. But some people, like, I forget that when I do walk into a space, there's like a height difference. And I'm like, okay. Me and Rudy on the other podcast, we're talking about short kings. Yeah, that's a thing. And I was just kind of like, I'm like, dude, like, let's bring it down. Like, not literally, but like, let's be nice to each other, But I think at the end of it, dude, if you ever want to grow some inches, just wear some heels.
Grow some heels. You know what? I've seen some insoles that I can boost up my height, but I don't think I can have the big.
No, high school was full of Air Force Ones.
Air Force Ones.
Yeah, and you could connect the dots right there.
I never owned a pair of Air Force
Or
Ones,
what are they called? Air Maxes?
No, they're not Air Force. They're big heels.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Big heels.
Yeah.
I always wanted a pair though. I think...
the homophobia goes hard when they say no high heels, but then they wear like the insoles. Like, yeah. I'm like, dude, it's the same thing. It's just you're not trying to put like the girl... Yeah, whatever.
They're probably just as uncomfortable too. I never seen Air Forces look that comfortable. I feel like not everyone, but I feel like most people who fit them or have them like on their jeans and stuff, I think it looks just so huge on their feet, dude.
They look like totas.
Going back to the DC shoes.
Yeah, I could never do DC shoes, dude.
No,
the only ones that I could do that were trendy were Doc Martens.
Doc Martens, but that's different. Those are botas. Those are boots.
I know, but like everyone had them. I thought they it just felt like something I would never wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
feel you. But no, I have skateboarding. And skateboarding, big shoes are still just as big, dude. There's these shoes. If you guys want to search it up, it's called the Osiris's D3s. Massive shoes, bro. They are like the size of your head.
Why do you think they wear massive shoes for skating?
To compensate. I'm just joking. But a lot of people. Honestly, I don't know.
I don't know why it's a thing.
A lot of people like the look of it, but in skateboarding, it's so much worse because in skateboarding, you have to feel out every single particle of your grip tape. I swear. But you can't feel anything with those shoes. Osiris's, any of the DC shoes, really, you can't feel your board. So it's a lot harder to get into those technical tricks. That's why I love Vans so much because
They're simple.
Yeah, they're simple, and you feel your entire board. Feel every tiny little bump in that.
Yeah,
board.
they're like literally flat.
Yeah, and
Literally flat. Like, yeah.
yeah. Hey, but that's I use it to my advantage though.
You know what? You can't go wrong with some white, in my opinion, with some white Vans. I love me white Vans.
Yeah.
I love them so much. Like, if I were to go to a red carpet, white Vans. But, like, I like the ones that are laceless.
Oh, okay.
And the ones that also have lace. Yeah.
See, but the thing is, with white Vans, you just gotta have them crispy. If they're not crispy,
Oh, dude, I don't give a fuck. I just walk in. I want them dirty and messy.
Really?
It gives
Right
the
off the
character.
bat?
Yeah, the one not the bad, but like you have to.
Yeah,
like you wear them, like you share them. Like I love me some good messy Vans.
Yeah, no, that's true. And a lot of shoes, like Doc Martens too, look way better when they're more distressed and everything like that. But white Vans, bro, it's just because you have to get them the right dirty. You know what I mean? It can't be like 2 spots or 3 spots on that Van. It has to be dirty.
You have to wear them. Yeah, you have to like use them. Yeah,
use and abuse.
Oh yeah, that's what I tell people. I'm like, dude, like there's a saying. You often can tell a lot about a person based on their wallet, based on their shoes, based on their car, whatever. But I like me some good like shoes that are like clean and simple.
Yeah.
And then once you start going above and beyond, have you ever wore Supras?
Supras? No.
Never. Have you ever heard of Supras?
I heard of Supras.
I was like, wait, let's bring it back. I'm like, woo, let's see if you can like remember.
I heard of Supras.
Okay, good. But to my point, Supras were popping because Justin Bieber would wear them all the time. And then I remember one time I felt like the shit. I wore some red and white and black Supras. Mind you, they looked like my dad would like before I stepped out of the house. He was like, "The fuck are you wearing?"
Yeah.
I was like, dude, like these are
shit.
these are Supras.
Yeah.
I thought the shoes were gonna make me. A life lesson, y'all. The clothes doesn't make you. You make the clothes.
Oh, 100%. Wow.
So I'm like, you're not gonna look any better if you wear like some Gucci or some. It's about how you feel and how you look.
This is why I can't dress as good as I want.
No, don't put me on that pedestal, dude. I wear the most I can, like, dude, like, I try, but I can't. And the reason I say is because eventually, when we get our bag, you know, put the money in there, we're gonna get some nice things, you know, but by nice, we're keeping our, because you learn through life.
Hell yeah.
I'm no longer shopping big brands, I'm no longer shopping anything. I'm getting vintage, hand-me-downs, and I'm keeping this because honestly, besides it helping the earth, all I gotta say is that you could like look like a 10 out of 10 with the most basic stuff.
Oh, 1,000, 1,000,000%.
I've heard simple is better.
That's for sure, but you also can't get rid of like Philly dunks. How about like shoes like that, like special shoes like that?
Well, not wrong there.
That's what I'm saying.
All I gotta say is that don't hold me to it literal, because I do need some shoes. But I think the moment I get my paycheck, dude, I think the first thing that I want to buy for sure, is probably some 501s.
501s or some jeans, like the jeans.
I need some 501s. I'm wearing some right now, but they're already like they're gone.
Yeah.
I need some crisp 501s.
Chris 501. See, for me,
So everyone, we're gonna find out what Leo's gonna do when he gets his paycheck.
first thing I'm gonna buy a paycheck.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to buy some of these dunks. They were the Crenshaw dunks, going back to LA, back to my heritage. Get these Crenshaw dunks, but damn, $400 for a pair of shoes it's pretty steep compared to my low budget, you know. But they look fantastic, and with me, I feel like I would get some of the craziest colorways for shoes. Like I remember my favorite pair of shoes were these Adidas. They were high tops. They were green and fuzzy. They looked like a tennis ball on my foot. And the outsole was pink. Best shoes ever. I wore them until they fell apart, basically. Because all my shoes, if you've seen all my skate shoes, holes on them. Basically, the bottom is like ripping off and everything. But I remember everyone hated on those shoes, but I loved them so much. But I felt amazing. I skated amazing on those shoes. If you look good, you'll skate good. That's what I always say.
Yeah, that's tough.
If you look good, you skate good.
Dude, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
I think you're onto something. I'm getting so many flashbacks right now, Leo, and while y'all are watching this, like this is crazy because I literally like that's why I was laughing so hard because I'm like unlocking things that I haven't thought about in like 10 years. Oh, dude, this is crazy. I think the skate culture really influenced me, and I'm getting that back into my head. But I think if we were to talk about something different, I do want to know if you do you have a pet peeve that you like literally have one? I have one, but like, do you have one that you're like, this is my pet peeve? Like, I want to hear a little something because we're focusing a lot on the good of Leo. He's like amazing, 10 out of 10, like chef's kiss. But like, I want to hear like, do you have any pet peeves?
Oh yeah, no, I got a bunch of pet peeves, but with me, like usually I'll see it and I'll remember it and never bring it up again, never mention it. I'm definitely the observer. Like if I see you like doing it, I'm like, I keep it in my head, I'll keep it up in my memory bank. But one thing for sure is right off the bat, if I say, oh, hey, good morning, how's your day? And won't even like recognize it, they'll just go off on just saying their demand. Biggest pet peeve. Because I'm over here trying to initiate a good conversation, get the, good feelings, like understand how my day is, just get a conversation going, not like we're some robots. But people, I swear, just go right off the bat, I need this, or I need this done. Because if a lot of people don't know, I work in IT. And people, like interacting with people, it's not like a major part of my job, but it's a good skill to have.
It's definitely a different, like, environment for sure. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I make sure that I rub it in. I'm like, I said, good morning. How are you feeling today?
That's what I'm saying. But as soon as someone does that, I already get like such a bad feeling. I'm like, like come on, just ask me how my day is, or come on, like I'm not like a robot or this person who's like just here to do your bidding or anything like that. I'm a human being too,
Yeah.
Another thing too is this was more in high school, and here you don't, and like after high school you don't really see it after. People just walking around playing music. I remember in high school,
like with the
jukebox or like a speaker in their backpack or anything like that. If you're not playing like bangers or anything like that, just some like crazy stuff, it's already like a pet peeve because you can just get some AirPods or anything like that, get some headphones or something like that.
So if someone were to go and put like live music next to your house, are you gonna be like, dum, 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 turn it off?
If it's good music, it's a different story.
Okay.
Good music is a different story.
Okay, good answer, good answer. Quality taste.
If it's some cumbias or something like that, we'll keep it on going.
Okay.
Anything but the part, I don't know. Your power might be going
So if your
off.
Music sucks, Leo's gonna check you.
Oh, 100%. I like music, all genres basically, except country. And a lot of people would hate on me, and I don't care. But growing up, I didn't even grow up to country, but growing up or working in like dairy and anything like that, country is all they would play, man. I hated that.
I'm getting into country.
Oh, don't tell me.
I'm in my phase, like all I need are my boots, I got my horse parked outside, and I gotta give me my 9 to 5,
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I've been looking for a cowboy. I talked about this the other day with Alexis. No, she was like, well, are you looking for a cowboy, ? But like, I'm even coming up with like a nice song title. I'm trying to do a single.
Yeah.
And I already have a title for it. And I'm like, dude, cowboys are just like, they hit different. Like, I'm like, dude, if I cuff me up a cowboy, I'm manifesting. Because I manifested also. I don't know do you know Rosalia?
No.
Okay, do you know Blackpink? Well, anyways, we're gonna get him in there. It doesn't even fucking matter. Okay. The idea here is that two artists, Rosalia and also Lisa, they came together to make a song together. So my friend texted me today, and she sent me a screenshot because they're debuting on the 15th of August.
Okay, shout out.
But those are my girls. But you would never think that they're like gonna do a collaboration. So then she's like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, did you manifest this?" And I'm like, you know what? If I could manifest that, I'm manifesting something else besides the paycheck and all that good stuff. A cowboy.
A cowboy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, like, dude, if you don't like country, I mean, I fucking guess, but I'm more of like, I like the pop country.
Okay.
Nothing to cry. I like the poems. I like the lyrics inside country. How about that?
Okay.
Because I don't fuck with like everything, but I do like me a good like lyric. I do like me a good poem. I do like me a good like visual up in the mountains or like out in the city.
Oh, see, I'm glad that you clarified, because when people tell me, "Oh, I like country," right off the bat, first thing that comes up to mind, I got a little dirt on my boob.
Yeah.
Automatically, I'm like, come on, please, not with that song, please. But as long as you have some, taste in country is valid.
Well, the thing about country too, and I'll jump back into the whole pet peeve because I have to. It's a little bit like, how do you say, in my opinion, because I'm like, it's inconsistent. So, like, for instance, Lil Nas X was in country because he had that one song, and it was like a whole episode in there about how they wanted him, how they didn't want him, and I'm like, it's not about, let's just say, the person and what they represent. It's more so the song belongs in this category, right?
Yeah.
And then Beyonce, she did her album, it's country, but there was so much backlash. And I'm talking about like it was over here, over there, and it's like everything but the music. And then Dolly Parton stepped in, and then like it's a genre, you know, a genre is a genre, and you just gotta like deal with it, you know. And I feel like within that conversation that I'm sharing with you is like, you know, if you start looking in the nuances, and again, we're not in class. If y'all want to do your own research, you can. But like, it's a little like disheartening.
Yeah.
To know that, you know, a country is very specific to some folks, but like once you really do think about it, the category and the genre is open to anybody.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shout out to country folks, those that, you know, love a good lyric, love a good song, love a good hit, you know.
No, I feel that. Honestly, I'm glad that you brought up that point because I didn't really see it at that type of level. Because Beyonce, I've heard a couple of her best hits and everything like that, but I never really realized that she came up with a.
No, it's so good, dude. Like, I like it, and I think the only thing for me is that I think of it more of a political, like, here we are, you know, and it's amazing.
That's good.
But in return, my two pet peeves, I will say, one happened recently. I went to the gym. Someone took like 30 minutes on the machine. But like, you might think that's a little bit of time. It's not. Especially when you got your blood running, you got your energy drink going. You're like, come on. And I wasn't pushing at all. I was okay, I'm gonna be patient. I want to wait 30 minutes.
Holy.
And I started getting really irritated because I was like, come on, girl. Let's get it going. Like, you can't just sit there and then like be on your phone for like 10 minutes and then wait. Like, there's social cues, like, especially when you're at the gym, like, people alternate.
Oh yeah.
But like, it's not like how do you say, oh, you have to move. It's more so like, once you're done, all right, you're finished. But 30 minutes, my guy, it's tough. Then the next one, I think my pet peeve would definitely be, I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, do I want to share that one? Hold on. When I get a flat tire.
Okay.
I think that although I look sexy doing it, you know, like taking off my shirt, putting in the tire, all that good stuff, I just like, man, really? Like, I have to do something and I like have to pull over and I have to listen to my dad's voice in the background.
Yeah.
Like, he's not with me like in that moment because I'm driving, but like, you gotta do it like this.
Consciously,
yeah. I'm like, dude, come on. Oh my gosh. But yeah, those are my two pet peeves: a flat tire and someone taking 30 minutes in the station.
Oh no, that station too, I bet. Or if someone doesn't clean up, like, or wipe down their station after they leave too, I've seen them all the time.
Well, my thing is, like, if you're a big sweater, you might want to consider that right away.
Yeah.
Ringworm is a thing. And also, I have another pet peeve. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, when I talk to you, for some reason, like, things just come out of nowhere. But this is like more of like, you have to understand, like, I'm talking about like body odor.
Okay.
But like, I'm talking like on another scale of like, okay, you get a sniff, you're like, okay, this person, like, you can have body odor, but like, I'm talking about like the one where it's like el fundido, los sobacos, the toes, the fucking, I'm like, dude,
fills the room.
Yes. And I'm like, dude, one time I went to the gym, but it wasn't even just that. There's two type of odors. The body odor, okay, quick fix. But someone one time, I love garlic. Let's just say this person had like a cologne of garlic, ate garlic, had garlic in his gym bag, garlic as his like hair conditioner, garlic everything. Like, like, you know how I was telling you earlier, when you get a sniff of something, you're like, ooh, something might be like a little like, you know, it's not necessarily spicy. Yeah, like something like in between. Bruh. This dude, I kid you not, was walking and living and breathing and pooping garlic. I was like, this is beyond me because I love garlic. Yeah. But I'm like, we're at a gym. Why do you smell like ajo? But like, to the fullest extent, bro. Like, if he were to like show his blood like that, ajo. Like, it was so strong. I wanted to interview him. I was like, yo, you know, like, why do you
smell like...
And then he's probably gonna be like, well, why do you give a fuck? And I'm like, honestly, you have a point. But I'm just like, dude, those type of stenches, those are very, very strong.
Yeah.
Those are the types that I'm like, fuck, they outdid me.
He wanted to show off. He wanted everyone to talk about something. That garlic was a major talking point. I mean, shoot.
I can't do that. I think for Halloween he should be a big garlic.
Big garlic?
Yeah.
One big garlic clove.
Yeah, no. I'll be a taco.
Taco?
Yeah. I'll make sure to get my meat somewhere, you know? No, yes, Leo. Pues con eso dicho y hecho, I think the last thing for me is we're about to start the semester, and I think that I wanted to also share with you the last thing is that you inspired me to skate again.
I'm glad. Yeah. I'm so glad.
So I'm not gonna say I'm in my skater era because I'm also doing drag, I'm also doing modeling, and I'm also doing like radio and television. As you can tell, it's like a full schedule.
Yeah.
But going from class to class, and also having like that luxury, like I don't give a fuck, is like where I'm headed towards. Where it's like, yes, I do give a fuck, as in like I care about my friends, I care about my family, but I'm gonna just show up in the most like outrageous, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna wear my tortas. I'm gonna wear some leopard print, you know? I'm gonna wear, like, I'm gonna just be me. And a good skateboard with a nice, what is it called? A nice design would go really hard.
No. And you know what? You would pull it off because I had no doubt in my mind. That
Hair down, too.
No doubt in my mind.
I'm gonna be like, liberation.
See, and he's acting like he wouldn't look good in it because I know damn well he'll look fabulous in it. He'll look fucking majestic because if you haven't known, he really is a really talented model. So there is that. So go ahead, check out his page if you guys haven't.
Leo,
it should be linked down in the bio. But just phenomenal work. If anyone does want to come hire my boy Levi's, shoot, where do we even start?
I'll start with the lingerie.
Lingerie. Hey, you know what? He knows what he wants to do with his career.
No, I want to do some dancing, but definitely for sure, Leo, what I'm trying to say, for sure, is we should go skate.
I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down.
I'm down to do like the whole when you grab the camera and like.
Oh, bro! As you know, I started off filming from there because because I also.
Oh yeah! By the way, Leo's a talented
filmer.
I'm a filmer. Yeah, you do film. Yeah.
I do film. I have a super old cassette tape camera from the '90s. It was from a '90s newsroom. But a lot of people don't know, but I actually used to work with Alon. It was for a couple, I believe, like 3 sessions or 3 times that I actually went down to go help for Aldea, which was...
I forgot!
For Aldea.
Leo!
A lot of people don't know about that, but...
Leo, I literally... see what I...
Yeah, you forgot about that?
Yeah, like literally my brain just goes, dude, I feel like a grandpa right now. Like, I'm like literally, I'm telling you, like I do a lot of things, not to be that person, but I'm like, I do a lot of things and I'm just kind of like you know that thing where you do the math equation on the... Yeah, that's what's happening. Okay, continue.
So, going back to Aldea and everything, what a lot of people don't know is... Alon.
Yeah, this is the last time. I'm telling you, the light will stop doing this when y'all send your donations.
For real? Hey, upgrade. Arizona, where you at? But going back to Aldea, I started off my freshman year going to Cal State Fullerton. I didn't really know much. I didn't know a lot of people. I was going into this college not knowing what I wanted to do. But I remember talking to Alon. He was like, "Hey, Leo, like, I know you do filming for skateboarding. I would really love if you came over to Aldea if you help us film or help us with some of the camera work." And I never had experience in a like professional newsroom or anything like that. But he told me, he's like, "Hey, no, you'll do fine. You'll do perfectly fine." And he told me on a Friday, super early in the morning, Friday morning. He's like, "Hey, just come down to the basement of the library. We'll figure something out. You're gonna go help us film and everything like that." And I remember that was like the first time like I really like saw you like working at everything. You were doing everything. You were doing production. You were doing microphone checks. You were doing news reporter checks. You were helping them get ready with the scripts. He was doing everything with it. But it was my first time. I was like, I had no clue what I was doing. But you know what? Just do it. We'll figure something out. But Aldea was such a fun time, you know, getting to meet everyone, it was really my first time being on camera too, and honestly, like in the interview too, I took a picture on my phone of me, and I forgot who else was there, like a news anchor, and I was just like, oh mom, look at me, I'm on TV. But no, it was such a good experience, I really do. If anyone is trying to become like a journalist or upcoming journalist and have the chance to work with Alon or anyone who's working in Aldea, such a blast, would have such an amazing time.
Dude, that's so crazy. Honestly, just to put it in a nutshell, so I could ramble all day about this, but that's so cool. And honestly, I'm just like, I totally forgot. Like, like that time, Leo, like that time, like y'all, those of you who like are workaholics, you understand, like, it was just like a warp. Like, it was like work. It eventually led to me like having a car accident because I was like working so much, unfortunately. Yeah. But like, I just heard boom. We're picking it up from scratch, and it was all student led. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, whoa. But that's so crazy, dude. Honestly, not even a small world, but like, and you were a freshman. First year here, first semester, and freshman year. You know, my parents were pretty strict growing up. Never had slept over to someone's house. They freshman year, first year, dropped me off. They're like, okay, here's your life, figure it out. And I had hardly any direction in my life. But yeah, no, going to see Alon and everything like that helped me build my relationship with Alon, helped me build relationships with other people in Aldea as well. Cool. And just in general, helped me get used to talking to a lot of people. Because if you remember how I was freshman year, completely opposite to now how I am now in my junior year, completely different. I feel like I got a lot better at expressing myself, got a lot better at talking on the camera, because even before now, I was like, Alon, what do I do? Like, how am I supposed to stand up? How am I supposed to sit? How am I supposed to look? Where do I look on the camera and everything? Yeah. But thankfully, that little experience, that little talking on the camera really helped me. And Aldea was all in Spanish. So I had to poner pilas in that shit, dude. Dude, it's always fun because I think about it all the time, and I'm like, my pet peeve is when people say like, oh, you need experience to do something, but they don't give you experience. Mm-hmm. And that's not even me talking shit. It's just like the truth about anything and everything, because it's like, again, if you have the luxury of like throwing yourself in something and you already know people, is that really like the same amount of work that someone has to do from scratch? Mm-hmm. No. So and my 2 cents is like, give freshmen the opportunity, give K through 12 the opportunity, open the doors for everyone who needs to like start somewhere. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you need to start, like, it's not about how much talent you have, it's about the commitment you have. So I was just like, dude, honestly, freshmen, sophomore, juniors, or folks that were even older, doesn't even matter. What matters is like what you're presenting, what you're showing. But honestly, Leo, that's fucking crazy. That's honestly that made I'm gonna think about this when I go to the gym now.
As you should. Yeah. As you should. Because how are you gonna forget about that, man? I didn't even forget about
I feel that sometimes I forget a lot of the work that I do because I have to move on to the next chapter.
And because you do so many different things.
Yes, and I think that the next stage is gonna be drag, modeling, and then radio and television and all this good stuff, but always for the people.
That's what I like to hear.
Yes. But I got you, brother, and I'm excited for the things that you're gonna do. As much as I want to talk about me, I want to talk about you. And I think that I'm excited for where you're gonna go. And I think that a lot of people get to see who you are, a radiant gentleman. But I think outside of that, you are also, a son, a brother, and you are, a student. But at the same time of it, someone that a lot of people need to like really connect to, because I feel like just how maybe your sister might be looking up to you. I admire you, and I think a lot of people seeing this can also see the admiration that I have for you. You know what I mean? So I think continue doing what you're doing. You have a home with me somewhere around wherever I'm at, if you ever need something. But I think outside of this, hermano, thank you so much, and just keep being you, because honestly, you're doing big things, man.
Thank you, Alon. As much as I could say the exact same to you, and I've said it so many different times, bro. Even when we're not on camera, I always love to give praise to Alon or anything like that. Any brother in general, I just love to give praise to, because I feel like in life, you really don't have enough time to really hate on someone. You have barely enough time for yourself. I mean, we never know when it's time to really hit that punch card. Might as well use it to the fullest.
Oh yeah, dude. I always think about it. And that's not even to make it like super deep, but it's just like, yeah, you don't know when you're gone.
Yeah.
And I think the best thing you could do is be yourself. You know, show love to those that you do care about. Exhibit A.
Mm-hmm.
And also just focus on like the things that you can control, which is, you know, your happiness and the energy you put in. Like you said it best, you know, you don't even have the luxury of giving time to the negativity or the hate. So I focus on that. The good stuff. So I think I'll tell you that, Leo. I was gonna say, do you have anything last that you want to say? Anything that you would like to say? Pause. Would you like to say anything as we finish today? There we go.
Anything that I would like to finish today? Wingstop. What's up with their bonus wheels? What's up with that? Come on. Increasing prices on food? Come on.
You don't like B-dubs?
No, I generally don't. B-dubs is by far and I feel like I'll be stepping on a lot of people's toes with this, but I feel like B-dubs is by far some of the worst wings ever.
Okay. If you feel so compelled,
I feel like
I would drop the argument. Okay, continue.
I really appreciate it.
B-dubs. Wingstop.
I think Wingstop is definitely up there compared to B-dubs, but B-dubs does have the environment. It does have the environment, it does have the vibes, but you just can't beat Wingstop.
I think we need to go get some wings.
Wingstop?
I think we need to get some wings for sure.
See, you notice how he's not saying Wingstop? Because he doesn't want to admit that he's wrong.
I don't give a fuck, though. I'm saying we just need to get some wings, and we do.
I'm down.
Yeah, tomorrow.
You got a plan? You got a plan?
Yes, sir.
That's what we're looking at. And that shit was crispy. And it was crispy. That's how you know it's a done deal.
Yes, sir.
Done deal.
Well, I'll catch y'all for the next episode. Folks like Leo, of course, 10 out of 10. And stay tuned. Yes. Thank you.
Arizona, where you at?